San Diego's in the Final Four basketball game, college basketball game yesterday. San Diego State beats FAU 72-71 at one time. The Owls led by 14 FAU and led by 7 at going into half. But that lead would all vanish. And vanish it would until the very last second, of which the Aztecs hit a jumper to win the game. He scored 9. Matt Bradley, who's the highest scorer on Penn State, Matt Bradley scored 21 for San Diego State. He was the highest scorer. That jumper was good. It was slick. Didn't look like the best shot I've ever seen in my life. In Miami, UConn blew it out. As Adam Zagoa scores 21, Isaiah Wong 15. We're set for a Final Four. San Diego State and UConn. That game takes place tomorrow at 8:20. The Mariners were 90. We'll start off with the Mariners in the AL West. 90-72. Lost a heartbreaker of 18 innings to the Astros in Game 3 decider of the playoffs last year. Mitch Haniger, right fielder, had 36 home runs over 100 RBIs. The Mariners said Colton Wong, who at one time was a very good ball player, now 36, he continues to not be the same player as he was. Robbie Ray, 12-2 at a 3.71 ERA. Logan Webb with 3.20 and 3.6. Last year, Georgie Cubby, their pitch third, 3.39 at 8-5. So the Mariners have a very good bullpen, and Paul Sweater is one of their very good pitchers, 2.67. The strength, for the starting pitching, I have them going 95-67. The Rangers went through their team, and the only good player that there were some good players that I could come up with it, but I could not come up with any pitching. Cordy Seager hit 33 home runs. Also, Ades Garcia hit 27 home runs and 101 RBIs. Nathan Lau had a very good season with 27 homers and 302. Marcus Semien had 126 homers. After looking at the stats, I know we don't even talk about the Rangers pitching. They're just too bad. I'll pick them to 76 and 86. Now on to the Astros. Jeremy Pena is a player that we'll be talking about. World Series MVP, World Series champion in 2022, ALS CS MVP, Gold Glove winner, all done in his rookie year. 22 home runs. Jose Altuve is out for 2 months with a thumb injury, Major League Baseball Classic. Alex Bregman, 23 homers. Kyle Tucker at 8th in the lineup, hit 30 homers. And then the 9th hitter in the lineup, Yordan Alvarez, hit 37 homers. Christian Javier also had a good season with 2.454 ERA. Fabio Diaz had a 2.82 ERA, also did very well. At the end of the season, they had Christian Javier. Justin Verlander was signed with the Mets, even though he may be a great player and maybe had a great year last year at the end of ages of his career. I think he was over 35, maybe even over 40. But yesterday he was put on the DL, so maybe it's all good news that they got rid of him. According to the New York Post, he's now a member of the Mets. Brian Abreu also has a very good ERA with 1.94. Ryan Presley, 2.94 ERA. Ryan Sternick, 1.15 ERA. If I wrote everything down, it would just know that it would take a great amount. But just know that the Astros have a great staff. I'm picking them to drop off a little bit. They won 106 games last year. It's hard to get better than that, but first place is good. That's sure you would be excited for them. The odds are good. They're not going to repeat also not going to win 106 games. Plus, they are without Jose Altuve, who hit 30 home runs, including last year. We'll start the season on the DL. Now we go into the Los Angeles Angels. Someday, the Angels will have to be good. Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani, the best players in baseball. I picked them to go 15-9. He also hit 34 home runs. Shohei Ohtani did, and 95 RBIs. Also MVP production. He's better than Babe Ruth. Pitching and hitting at the same time. If you watch Babe Ruth's career, picked up big time when he went out to the outfield. But he was also a very good pitcher, but not Shohei Ohtani. Mike Trout is the second best baseball player in the game behind his teammate. So you'd have to pick him to get good. Well, the problem is you don't pick him to get good, but I'll pick him to get a winning record after 85-77 and contending for a wild card spot. This is the records of the teams. In Major League Baseball, the Twins will play the Royals. The Twins have dropped their first two without scoring a run. Thought the offense was supposed to be better, guys. Doesn't look so good. The pitching looks okay, but the offense doesn't looking so good. Brad Keller will go for the Royals, and Joe Ryan will go for the Twins. The Royals did sideline Brady Singer. No news on that. Cardinals will play the Blue Jays. They're even at 1. The Cardinals go for the rare match today. Chris Bassett going for the Jays, and Jordan Montgomery going for the Cardinals. And for the Cubs and Brewers, who are both even at 1, the Cubs go for the capper, Eric Jameson
Taillon
will go for the Cubs. That game, first pitch, 120. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Reports on Baseball. And now...
I mean, it's starting tomorrow, and everybody will be hopeful, but it's really not worth talking about till it's I guess we can talk baseball. I mean...
we're not going to talk baseball, but it just depends which one you want to get out of the way first.
Let's just do baseball. We're here.
Okay, so baseball. So, did you see the brand new, beautiful stadium that's supposed to be built downtown today?
I did not see that. I just got off work a little bit, like right before we did this, so I have to go take a look at it. But I think that downtown is, I mean, I like the idea of the location. Parking is still my biggest concern.
So, what do you think they should move or not?
Should.
Yeah, should. Or I don't know what to say.
No. Should? No. Will they? Yes.
So you don't think they should move?
I kind of like the concept of having the baseball stadium like adjacent to the football stadium. That's kind of unique. It's kind of a Kansas City niche. Not a lot of cities have that. So I think that's kind of cool. And to me, it's a lot easier to get into Kauffman in its current location than it would be to get into a downtown stadium unless they do something about that parking situation.
So here, I've got it. Now, we're not going to go through this whole 3 minutes, obviously, but I've got it. I'll share the screen with you. So, this is a video, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty long, but I pinned it as a background on my video. You can see all this